The Target 12 investigators will be spending another day taking you inside the 38 Studios scandal.
Thousands upon thousands of pages of documents related to the failed deal released to the public yesterday. So many, it equals 1.73 gigabytes of data had to be distributed via DVD. Target 12 will be pouring through more of those pages in the days ahead.
We're learning more about who knew what and when. Among the highlights uncovered by Target 12's Tim White, a deposition reporting former House Speaker Gordon Fox met with 38 Studios board member in the fall of 2009, a meeting he had never disclosed. Fox later pleaded the fifth more than 900 times during his deposition. New
this morning, we're digging deeper into former House Finance Chairman Stephen Costantino's role into all of this. Costantino and at least one former EDC employee revealing they were questioned last summer by Rhode Island State Police. Eyewitness News reporter Todd Wallace has more on that story live in our control room.
And good morning. Thursday's release of thousands of pages of documents in the state's ongoing civil suit against Curt Schilling and others involved in the 38 Studios deal sheds new light on how the company secured $75 million from Rhode Island officials to move the company from Massachusetts to Providence 5 years ago. Now, one of the key figures in the failed 38 Studios deal is Stephen Costantino, as you mentioned. He led the powerful legislative panel as it created the program that would lead to a $75 million loan for Curt Schilling's video game company in 2010. Costantino told lawyers during his deposition in the state's 38 Studios lawsuit that he was visited by two state police officers at his office in June of 2014 as part of a separate criminal investigation into the failed deal, and asked about Michael Corso, the Providence attorney who helped bring the company to Rhode Island. Sean Eston, a former employee with the Rhode Island Economic Development Corporation, was also contacted by state police. Eston famously wrote a memo to state officials in 2010 suggesting he had, quote, more information on the typical $10,000 microloan than I have on a $75 million request, referring, of course, to the lack of details he had on the 38 Studios loan. Now, although no one has been charged and the target of the investigation has not been identified, a spokeswoman for Attorney General Peter Kilmartin says the state police probe is ongoing. Coming up all new at 6:30, we're learning more about the he said between former Governor Lincoln Chafee and Boston Red Sox former ace Curt Schilling. Reporting live in the control room, Todd Wallace, Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Todd. Today we have new reaction from top Rhode Island officials.
Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russom sat down with House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello to answer questions about the information we uncovered.